These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Frank26 says, I love the big push to arrest all of the corrupt people in Iraq because it's not just Iran. They are also arresting Iraqi crooked politicians like the former oil minister. All these have been the reason why the CBI cannot advance the IQD exchange rate. Frank says this huge push to eradicate corruption is the latest of the monetary reform steps to bring forth your new exchange rate. They are destroying the corruption that was preventing your reforms. Caproni, in response to Guru Breitling's post, says there won't be a float of the Iraqi dinar. Caproni says wrong. A float is what they will do, but not until they diversify their economy. Only with the success and growth of their economy can the dinar rise in value. Claire article quote, Al-Sudani's advisor talks about an unexpected assault that will affect the senior corrupt. Says we will witness in the coming days the overthrow of major corrupt people because there is seriousness in the Sudanese approach, and this is one of the priorities of the government program with the approval of all political blocs. Mark Z via PDK says things look great this week. We need to buckle up and see what happens. He says, just remember, nobody knows the exact timing. Walking Stick questioned these banned countries. Why does Alak, the governor of CBI, want the United States to help? Walking Stick says because sanctions on banned countries make it difficult for them to acquire the USD. The USD rate goes up via supply and demand. This must and has been stopped by laws Sudan has implemented and brought forth. It is bulldozing over the corruption that has prevented the new exchange rate from coming out. Sudani asked the United States of America for help to stop using the American dollar in Iraq. Militiaman article quote, Iraq, the total looted funds are estimated $450 billion. The article quote says the Iraqi government is working to strengthen the cooperation with international organizations concerned combating corruption, such as the United Nations, World Bank, International Police, Interpol. Militiaman says Al-Sudani and the other international entities are stating corruption needed to be under control. They appear to have a good handle on things. I like the stability that is likely to bring from the effort, not to mention the amounts of money that will be clawed back is breathtaking. Pimpy says they still have not started dispersing the budget out like it should be. Question, is this because they want Iraq to be under central bank digital currency? Pimpy says they've obviously not dispersed out the funds necessary for job growth, and that's what a lot of us are waiting for. Frank26, Iraq Boots on the Ground report, Firefly Television says we have done a good job in getting away from the dollar, but it still faces an uphill struggle. I'm not the smartest man in the world, but why doesn't the CBI give us a rate and value? Then the people will flock to the dinar and no black market dollar because Sudani says the dinar will be higher than the dollar. Why they not just do that? It's simple in our eyes. Frank says what you're asking is for you are going to get. If they give this rate to you now, the monetary reform will fail. If the monetary reform fails, you're not going to see it. Nothing. I don't blame you for venting right now. I know it's simple in your eyes. All right, Mark Z and Militiaman via PDK. Mark Z says, at one point I felt Iraq needed one more rate change, but I do not believe that is now going to happen. I do not feel that's in their best interest now. Militiaman says, my understanding is that is not going to happen. It doesn't make any sense at this time in the game. Clear article, quote, trillion dinars, Iraq's revenue in 6 months, and an economist warns of the Dutch disease. Article, quote, the Iraqi economy is a rentier economy, and this economy is neither investment nor productive. Therefore, it creates a kind of dependency called Dutch disease. So we see hundreds of thousands of young people unemployed because the government relies on oil sales to get things going, and this represents a major imbalance in the economy. Lastly, Militiaman says, I think as far as everything being in place where Iraq is concerned with the reinstatement timeframe, I think the writing is on the wall that they're going into international financial system, and we also expect to see the new small category notes, lower denominations, released in Iraq. And I am hoping this will happen in the next short period of time.